Pete Hodgson.
The question is to the Prime Minister and reads, why is it not in the public interest to tell New Zealanders whether, if he had travelled by car from Hamilton to Auckland as previously arranged, he would have arrived in time for his, quote, security-related meetings, close quote, on the 11th of December 2009.
Mr Speaker, it's my judgment that it's not in the public interest for me as Prime Minister to talk publicly about any of the details related to security-related meetings held on that date, and from the best of my knowledge that was actually the custom of the previous Prime Minister as well.
The Honourable Pete Hodgson.
Does the Prime Minister acknowledge that I am not seeking the subject of the meetings, the number of meetings, the venues of the meetings, the attendees of the meetings, the duration of the meetings, but rather am seeking only to know whether, if the kind helicopter pilot had not offered a lift direct to Auckland, would the Prime Minister have got there on time?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, as I said earlier, it's my judgment, it's not in the public interest for me as Prime Minister to talk about security-related matters.
The Honourable Pete Hodgson.
Does he stand by his statement that when the helicopter pilot asked him whether he wanted to go from Mount Pirongia to Hamilton or Mount Pirongia to Auckland, that the pilot, quote...
Order. Honourable Pete Hodgson.
The pilot, quote, actually said to me it was about equidistant either way, close quote?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, I can't remember the pilot said that, but I can certainly assure him that the pilot offered to take me to Auckland.
The Honourable Pete Hodgson.
Supplementary, Mr Speaker. Why was the Vila Brothers invoice that was generated on New Year's Eve 2009 not approved by his office until the 1st of March 2010, but was never date stamped as having been ever received by his office on any date?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, because it takes a while to go through the system.
The Honourable Pete Hodgson.
Is it within the bounds of possibility that around February 2010 someone dropped to the fact that the gift from the Vela brothers would have to go on his pecuniary interest register, and that to avoid awkward jibes from the Right Honourable Winston Peters, someone got a backdated invoice from the Vela brothers?
The Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr Speaker, no, the decision to ask for an invoice was made from best of my knowledge within 48 hours of me taking the trip.
Question number 11, Taruro Flavel.